presidential candidates talk money, the economy, and their plans if elected.
Updates on construction near you, a look at how it could affect your morning commute.
The latest from Rio and the 2016 Olympic Games with a preview of today's action and your medal count, all in the next 8 minutes. Good morning, it's Monday, August 8, 2016. Thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Megan Judy.
And I'm Justin Kollar.
And I'm Tim Schmidt. Another week ahead and another week that appears to have rain much in the forecast. Temperatures are going to be back in the 90s by tomorrow and on our Wednesday. Certainly going to have a humid feel outside too, so get ready for that. That's going to be in the middle part of the week.
The weather has been nice this week.
Yeah, the weekend was pretty nice. Temperatures were only in the 80s, but that's going to change. Take a look at our satellite and radar this morning. We do have some showers out too.
The two major presidential candidates will talk on the economy later this week.
Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump and Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton are set to deliver major economic speeches. Trump will begin unveiling his economic plan today in an address to the Detroit Economic Club. His plan is
work this week on a sidewalk improvement project kicks off along Missouri Boulevard in Jefferson City. KOMU 8's Lauren Donovan joins us live from the roadway to tell us why Jefferson City is working to improve this area. Lauren?
The Americans with Disabilities Act mandates that all crosswalks along
MoDOT is looking to hire at least 60 more full-time highway maintenance workers. MoDOT's Kansas City District Office is hosting a recruiting event later today. Applicants must be at least 18 years old, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license to apply. Other construction starting this week near you. Pavement improvements begin tomorrow for various stretches of eastbound and westbound I-70 from the St. Charles Road, Lake of the Woods interchange to the Montgomery County line. The work will take place overnight from 7 to 6 in the morning, Monday through Friday until early October. Another area to look out for is Highway 63's outer road over Gans Creek Bridge. This will still be closed for bridge replacement. The road is closed to traffic between Discovery Parkway and South Brock Rogers Road. Access to and from Highway 63 from the outer road is also closed. The project is scheduled for completion early September. We're entering the third day of competition in this summer's Olympics, and here's the medal count as of this morning. The United States of America leads the way with 12 total medals. We're tied for the most gold medals at 3 with China. Rounding out third place is Italy with 7 total medals. Sunday also marked medal number 23 for Michael Phelps, 19 of them being gold. A tragedy not too far from home. After the break, the investigation into the death of a young boy at a Kansas City water park.
a live look over Columbia Regional
that?
Airport. Yeah, 4:36 on your Monday.
The sun is still hitting the snooze button out there.
Certainly going to have the temperatures back into the 90s.
Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday.
Tuesday, yeah, Wednesday and Thursday going to have that heat index probably above 100 once again. So it's a good idea to have those fans out.
Always a fun time.
Last full week of, no school for most kids, so.
Looks like that back to school weather looks good about 8 to 10 days out, so that's good news for them.
All right, thanks, Tim.
We're learning more this morning about a 20-year-old man shot to death while playing Pokemon Go. It happened at a tourist attraction along San Francisco's waterfront. U.S. Park Police say Kelvin Riley was shot by a suspect who came up and shot him in the back and then proceeded to run away. A detective said the gunman did not take any of Riley's belongings or even try to rob him. A fast-moving wildfire in Southern California continues to spread at this hour. What's being called the Pilot Fire began Sunday afternoon and now totals more than 2 square miles. Hundreds of firefighters have been called to the scene to try and put out the flames. Dozens of homes are under mandatory evacuation orders. A little farther south from there, mudslides triggered by the remnants of Hurricane Earl have killed at least 38 people in eastern Mexico. Rain-soaked hillsides collapsed onto homes in the Mexican state of Veracruz along the coast. 10 people died there and 28 in neighboring Puebla state, and the death toll could rise from there. A month's worth of rain fell in 24 hours over the region. Alex Rodriguez, better known as A-Rod, has announced his retirement from the New York Yankees. He announced his retirement last night. The 41-year-old says his last game will be this Friday. Rodriguez finishes as baseball's 4th all-time leader in home runs, behind another famous Yankee, Babe Ruth. Ichiro Suzuki has made baseball history by making his 3,000th hit. The hit came in a game during the Mariners against the Rockies. He's the 30th player to do that in Major League history. Pete Rose has the Major League record with more than 4,200 hits.
A group is going where others have not gone before to find answers to a big environmental problem.
They hope to make the Gulf a cleaner place. A look at the daring research team.
One Olympian who has a lot to be proud of. That's coming up after the break. Researchers are trying to get to the bottom of the BP oil spill environmental disaster.
NBC's Candace McCown has more on one group going to the bottom of the Gulf to get answers.
Loading up and heading out, the RV Weatherbird 2 and crew has 40 long days of work ahead as they try to understand the impacts of oil on the Gulf.
We certainly have raised a lot of questions about the response in the first place.
We all watched in awe as millions.
The team wants to make sure it knows the best way to handle spills like this in the future. New data from insurance companies reveals travelers' claims peak during the summer months. August in particular has 13% more theft-related claims compared to other months, while July has 12% more. Experts say it's best to make it seem like you're home even when you're away on travel. New, tougher federal regulations for electronic cigarettes go into effect today. The FDA must approve all e-cigarette products that hit stores after February 2007. That means nearly every e-cigarette product on the market must go through an application process to deem whether or not it can continue to be sold. Shops can also not give out free samples to customers or sell to people younger than 18 years old. Mosquitoes carrying the Zika virus have not made their way to Missouri. This according to a team of state researchers who've been trapping mosquitoes across the state. The trapping is done to provide an early warning sign if the virus arrives here. Researchers have not found the yellow fever mosquito, the primary carrier of the virus, since the study began 7 weeks ago. The athlete you're about to hear from is no stranger to the Olympics.
In fact, she's a two-time world champion in judo, but now she'll be able to represent her native Kosovo, which is expected to compete as a recognized nation for the first time. She's determined to make her country proud.
When I do judo, my opponents in my eyes just look pretty small, and I feel like there's no way that I can lose. I just have to win. I must.
Thanks for spending your morning with us. It's 4:55. We got a live look over Columbia Regional Airport. This is KOMU 8 coverage you can count on.